Now, we all know that food can be quite the aphrodisiac.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, sorry. And here to heat things up in the kitchen and the bedroom is the author of the Cooking in Boxers, 50 Ways to Keep Your Mate in Bed, Chef Mark Bailey. Welcome to Arise 360.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Where
me.
are the boxers? Why are you fooling?
Well, how about I come back when the book is out and I will do the boxer thing then?
Well, I mean, you could do it now if you want.
That's okay.
Okay. No wardrobe malfunction.
No
today.
wardrobe
Family
malfunction. Okay, let's talk about the title. I mean, come on, that is very provocative.
Well, you know, you got to add a little spice to breakfast in bed, I think.
Okay.
So, you know, I cook in my boxes. I'm just going to put that out there. I'm not
that
suggesting that everybody, I'm not suggesting everyone do. I don't want to be liable for that. But, you know, it is the idea of getting out of bed, making breakfast and bringing it back. And, hey, you never know what seconds might happen.
Okay.
Breakfast and dessert.
All in one. All right.
Well, look at that cover.
And
boxers.
trust me, that was a lot of work, and I have the fat gene, so yeah, it really was a lot of work.
Okay.
All right. Well, talk to us a little bit about why you decided to do this particular book.
Well, I'm a breakfast guru, so
Okay.
I mean, I do love breakfast. It is my favorite meal of the day, so that's number one. But I also understand the importance. I made a little point there about my fat gene. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and so trying to maintain a healthy, balanced weight and everything, you have to have breakfast in the morning. So that's
Okay.
really why I decided to focus on that first.
Okay, so let's talk about the book. What are some of the recipes that are featured?
You know, it's my twist on some of the classics, like, you know, Eggs Benedict, you know, chicken and waffles, you know, so I keep it kind of fun, you know, and then there's some new things that like my steak on challah French toast, you know, which is similar to some of the stuff we're going to be having today.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
But it's 50 of my favorite breakfast recipes, so yeah.
Now, are these a lot of, now I know you keep saying you have the fat gene, so are these healthy options for
You know what?
breakfast?
No.
Okay. We're keeping with the fat gene.
No.
Okay.
You know, my
Where
thing
that?
is everything and anything in moderation.
Absolutely.
So, you know, while I
fair.
am putting out a book with a lot of butter and some sugar and stuff in there, and I'm not suggesting anyone eat this every morning.
Oh, man. Well, that's
In fact, breakfast in bed should be, you know, a special occasion, I think, you know, so it doesn't...
indulge occasionally.
Exactly,
but yes, okay.
exactly.
So as a breakfast guru, where did you get your sizzling skills from?
You know what, I think, yes, definitely. I was raised predominantly by the women in my family, so I think that means you spend a lot of time in the kitchen. And granted, I wasn't necessarily helping, but I was certainly paying attention, and I think that's what really planted the seed as far as me having this chef life afterwards.
And you're Jamaican.
Yes, yes.
But
Well,
we have challah.
well, born in the Bronx to Jamaican parents,
Okay.
so I'm Jamaican.
You're Jamaican.
Exactly.
Okay, got
So
it.
that kind of works in terms of all the different types of cuisines that I, you know, get to dabble in. And raised in New York City, you're exposed to so much.
That's
so I love
true.
Asian. I'm looking at fusing Asian with Caribbean a lot. I don't know if you know Chinese Jamaican food does exist.
Oh, yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so that's one of the things I'm looking to really adventure in, besides breakfast.
All right, so let's do this.
Uh-oh.
Let's get the
Looks
party
so good.
started.
You ready to start cooking?
Okay, yes.
Okay,
What
so
are we doing
first thing
here?
we're doing is we're making our custard. So in here I have 8 eggs.
Okay.
And you're gonna add things as I mentioned them.
Well,
to-
real quick, how many people is this going to be made for? since
Well,
we're
it's a
8 days?
casserole, so I mean, at the same time, you're not going to make a little bit of a French
Right,
toast
right,
bake.
right,
You're-
right,
even though
right.
it might just be for 2, you're still going to have leftovers and stuff like that.
Got
But
it.
it is for, you know, at least 4 or 5. It depends. I'm not going to say you have that many people in your bed,
me.
but
Oh,
hey.
goodness.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
There we go. 8 eggs, some half and half, 2 cups of half and half, and if you could put that in there, that'd be great.
So I
Almost
just
cooking?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
watch
just,
out.
you're just going to
Alright.
pour it in there nice and slowly. Yeah,
Okay.
there it is. You can do it. I know you're in the kitchen a lot.
Yeah, right.
I'll mention something. That's agave. I use agave instead of sugar sometimes.
Oh, that's a way to cut calories.
Yeah, you can definitely use agave. So that's that. You
Okay.
can definitely pour that in there, Shannon, if you'd like. Or, well, it doesn't matter.
Is that agave
Yeah,
right
that's
here?
agave right
Look, I was looking like, which one? So
We're gonna
this
get
is...
that in. That's a sweetener.
Yeah, okay.
You know, and then, you know, challah bread is sweet as it is. So you really don't need that much.
Okay.
You know, it depends. These are little spices I put in there, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little ginger.
I love cinnamon and nutmeg.
Yeah, and that
Smells
ginger in there kind of
fantastic. Yeah.
adds a little bit of spice to it. You know,
Okay.
you hear about pumpkin spice latte and all this stuff. That's the spice in there.
Okay.
There's the pumpkin, so you definitely can add that's about a cup of pureed pumpkin.
Now, you can get this out of the can, right?
You
Just-
can, but make sure you don't get the pie, because there's 2 different types. You want to make sure it's pureed pumpkin and not necessarily the pie mix that you're
Okay.
making the
Okay,
pie with.
got all the
So you
pumpkin
dump
in
that
there.
in there, right? And
Got it.
then you just, really that's simple. You just create your custard, mix that up.
Okay, you can go ahead and do that.
I'll do that. Oh, come on.
No, it's very exciting.
But yeah, you're just gonna mix it really, really well.
Okay.
And then what you're gonna do is just ladle some of that into
Now-
over your bread, and you want to make sure you kind of get it all
What's
in.
the
there.
difference between using this and like a blender? Like, how do we know
Well, you
the
wanna beat it-
consistency this should be before we pour it
Just
on?
mix it well. Really, just there's not really any science to it
Yeah.
as far as getting it
So
mixed.
can I just pour it on then?
You
like
can,
this?
but I don't want to make too much of a mess. but
do we make sure it
you know
gets
what?
wait, I still see some full eggs in here.
That's fine. We're gonna
beating it.
yeah, just beat it
Okay,
up
all
and
right.
Beat it
for the
up.
purpose of TV, right? We'll just you just pour a little. And what you want to do is make sure that all the bread kind of you're gonna use your hands and get in there and make
No,
sure all the
not.
bread. Well, not now, but if need be. And that's good. That's good, definitely.
Okay, get it all on
Oh,
there.
that looks
Now,
divine.
Now the trick
is there supposed to be a lot of liquid left?
Yes, and what it'll do is the bread will absorb a lot of that
Yeah.
up. So you're gonna put it in the
okay.
refrigerator for like about an hour.
Okay.
An hour,
So this
2
is what it
hours,
looks
or
like
even
before-
overnight.
Oh wait, you put it in the refrigerator first.
Yes, at this stage you put it in the refrigerator for about 2 hours.
So it can really absorb all the
Yes,
juices.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then when it comes out,
All right, I'll-
you're gonna add a little topping on it. Wait,
Oh,
we're gonna
after
add.
it comes
This is
out
the
of-
topping. Yeah, this is flour.
Pour that on.
Flour.
it.
Yeah, flour, butter,
Like a topping.
and some brown sugar. It's like a topping. So that's gonna melt and be really delicious.
So this is a mixture of butter and
brown sugar,
Brown
flour,
sugar,
a little pinch of
flour.
salt, and some cinnamon and nutmeg in there as
so
well.
it's almost like a crumb topping
Yeah.
of some sort.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a streusel topping actually. is what-
Streusel?
Streusel topping.
Streusel.
Exactly.
And now we're gonna put this in the
That
oven
goes in the
on
oven,
how high?
350 degrees for
For how long?
45 minutes.
350 for 45 minutes.
Yes, and then
And
it will
it's
pop out looking something like
45
this.
minutes is done.
Wow.
Voila.
OMG.
Yes.
That looks
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Can this be my spoon? That looks so good.
We have little spoons
We
here.
have little spoons, and I actually have a piece here already cut.
Oh,
There
thank
you
you.
go. That's what it'll look like.
And this is a perfect time of year for something maybe
Definitely.
pumpkin French
Of
toast.
course. Yeah.
Definitely, and then you
This
have
is
some
a
syrup
perfect-
here if you want a little extra. I mix a little brandy with my syrup sometimes, so that's what
serious?
it's like a brandy syrup. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Wow, you have to
know,
give
hey.
us that recipe.
Exactly,
Brandy and syrup. I've never heard of that.
and it's
but-
really quick. It's
Okay.
really, really simple. So yeah, just
I might be able to make this at home. My wife has already told me, you better learn that
you're
recipe.
gonna.
So-
Yes, exactly.
She'll
She's
be on
gonna be
the show.
expecting it this weekend.
Oh, my
How about you,
gosh.
Lola?
All right.
Something you can make?
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. She's like, yeah, yeah.
Right, exactly.
I may need a few more lessons, but I can do it.
Now,
No.
Chef Bailey,
it's
as
pretty
we...
easy, actually, if you think about it. It's pretty easy
It is
recipe.
easy.
It's very
just
straightforward.
you just dump everything on there and
Yeah,
like
and then-
in the oven, and next thing you know, it's done.
It's
Okay,
done.
so let's
Exactly.
see how the finished product tastes
And you
now that
also-
Lola and I are professional cookers.
Yeah.
You might not even need syrup sometimes.
No.
Some people like to have it just like
It's sweet
exactly.
enough.
It's sweet enough. You don't even need that exactly.
And here's the right spot.
I'm
Now,
obsessed with this.
while we continue to eat, tell us a little bit about your appearances on TLC's, what is it, Leave It to Niecy.
Yes.
Now, how did that change your life? Because that was really a starting point for your TV career,
It
right?
definitely was. When I met Niecy and she asked me to come and help her prepare a Jamaican dinner for her husband, 6-month anniversary, I was super excited. And it was great. It was a lot of fun. We made jerk chicken. You know, and the funny thing is that kind of planted the seed because I really do enjoy teaching people how to cook. My motto is kind of like, if you can eat, you can cook. And so when I help people make certain meals or whatever, it kind of just shows them that it's really not that hard. So we had a lot of fun doing that, and her husband enjoyed the meal, even though I think she fibbed a little and said she made it.
Oh, yeah, she did. She did. You said you just helped out a little bit.
Just a little bit, exactly, right. And, voila, the whole meal was done. But that was a lot of fun. It was great.
Okay.
It was great. Great opportunity.
I'm so quiet
Love
right
her.
now.
She's enjoying it. So is she as much
It
fun
tastes
as she
like a
looks?
dessert.
It can, and people say, oh, it's like a bread pudding, but at the same time, when you get that cinnamon and all those other things in there, it's breakfast.
So nice. So
can have
what's next
breakfast.
for you? More reality appearances? What's
Well,
going on?
hopefully, I mean,
A
that's...
cooking show? What's
Yes,
going
well,
on?
I definitely am on ehow.com a lot, and I do a lot of cooking demonstrations on there. Once again, I love to teach people how to make meals and really, really simple. And then I really am looking to venture into this whole cooking course thing and really teach people, couples more so, how to make, we will start with breakfast.
Start
we'll
with breakfast.
Yeah,
Of
exactly, because
course.
people find breakfast to be a little bit less intimidating. So maybe I'll start with doing some things like that, and then who knows, you might have me back when
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving, Christmas
Yeah.
Right.
book.
I want that jerk chicken recipe, too.
Yes, jerk chicken.
Come back
You know, a
and teach us
jerk
how to make
turkey
that.
is amazing. Eva Marcel, and she loves my
yeah.
jerk turkey. So that is a hot dish for things, and really
Jerk
spicy.
turkey.
Jerk turkey.
I've never heard of that.
Definitely.
Oh.
Now, you mentioned people being intimidated to cook, and I can understand why. But for those that are a little intimidated, what type of tips can you give them to build up the courage to be able to get in the kitchen?
You know what? Keep it simple. I always tell people keep it simple because I think sometimes when you watch these cooking shows sometimes, and definitely if it's baking, you can get really, really intimidated by the portions and everything being exactly right.
Oh, yeah, I hate
I
that.
say keep it simple. Start with things that are just toppings. Like where you bake maybe your meat and then you just put a topping on it. Because making the topping sometimes is really simple, just 3 or 4 or 5 different ingredients. Instead of stewing things, because that takes so much more energy and time and knowing exactly how long and stuff like that. So I say keep it simple. 5 ingredients tops.
Okay.
Don't try to have too many ingredients.
And breakfast is a great place to start.
Right? It's not just eggs anymore. I really
I was
am
about to say, I make
trying to let
some
people.
amazing eggs, but never mind. That's my
It's not
breakfast
just
staple.
eggs. I'm trying to start a revolution here, and people realize that it can be anything from crab to lobster
Really?
to definitely. You'll see.
Oh, you'll
It'll be in the book. It'll definitely be in the book.
Okay, it's gonna be in the book.
Okay.
Where can people get the book?
Right now, you can pre-request it on my website, chefbailey.com, and definitely you will be notified the minute it hits a bookshelf near you.
All right.
Okay.
Well, next time we're getting jerk chicken. Thank you so
Right.
much for breakfast.
You're welcome. You're very welcome.
It is
Definitely.
delicious.
It is delicious.
I'm gonna take this home so I don't have to make it.
Oh, okay, right.
No, you're not. That's mine.
I'll just sit there and eat this one then.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.